What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be giving an update on Verasity as it has recently broken out. Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Now, firstly, I just want to show you this tweet that I posted on February 7th. So I said VRA has been getting absolutely hammered recently. It is trading well beneath the golden pocket on the Fibonacci. So essentially, if you guys do believe in this crypto long term, there might not be much better of an opportunity to dollar cost average. And at this time, it was trading at half of a penny. And if you fast forward to the current Verasity chart, we were trading at just under 1.5 cents, but we actually did wick above 1.5 cents. So had you guys bought Verasity at this time, you could have made around 200% gains. But if you guys do enjoy making gains, I recommend coming over and giving your boy a follow at Crypto Now or Never. I post on X pretty much every single day, and I think you guys might get some very useful information. But as I was saying, Verasity is currently trading at just under 1.5 cents. Their market cap is 142 million, which ranks 397th among all cryptocurrencies. And then their circulating supply is 10 billion out of a max supply of 100 billion, which is about 10% in circulation. However, I do want to mention in all my VRA videos, supposedly 90 billion tokens will never be released into circulation, which means that 10% in circulation is nowhere near as bad as it might look, and it's actually probably a lot closer to 50%, given that the max supply would be closer to 20 billion. But then if you guys are looking to trade Verasity, I recommend using KuCoin or Gate.io. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. But now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Verasity X account, which has 333,000 followers. And they just pinned a new tweet March 1st. To celebrate our recent partnership and integration with Carbon Browser, we've joined our forces to give away $1,000 in CSIX. And supposedly this ends on March 15th, so if you want to come over to their X account and complete the tasks, then feel free to do so. But in general, a partnership with Carbon Browser is very nice to see. And then on March 8th, they posted a thread for the top 20 exchanges that support VRA based on trading volume. And at the very top of this list is KuCoin, and I will say I do love KuCoin. However, when you see something like this, you will notice they are not yet listed on Binance, Coinbase, Kraken. So if they were to get listed on those exchanges, there is still a lot of room for growth. And then lastly, on March 7th, they partnered with Lunar Crush Earn. And similar to Carbon Browser, this is another very good partnership to see. And if you've watched my content in the past, you know I am a big fan of new partnerships and new listings. So it's good to see that Verasity is continuing to grow and develop. But now we'll go ahead and take a look at some macro news that could affect Veracity's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to Verasity. So this is Watcher Guru's X account, and they just posted 23 hours ago that Bitcoin reached $70,000. And this is absolutely incredible to see. I still remember when Bitcoin was trading at $15,800 and everyone said Bitcoin was going to zero. And here we are having broken $70,000. But then they posted March 7th, BlackRock files to purchase spot Bitcoin ETFs for its global allocation fund. And these ETFs have been very popular. They're growing at a rapid pace. So anytime you see something like this, it's going to be bullish for Bitcoin. And then lastly, I want to show you this video they posted on March 7th. So SEC Chair Gary Gensler compares Bitcoin to a roller coaster and says it's a highly speculative asset class.
This is a highly speculative asset class. One could just look at the volatility of Bitcoin in the last few days. And look, I grew up loving roller coasters. Maybe in my adult years, I don't ride them as much, but you really should be conscious as the investing public that this is a bit of a roller coaster ride on these volatile assets. And then the question is how firm is the foundation of the, you get to the top of that hill, how's the foundation underneath it?
Now, this might shock some people. I don't actually entirely disagree with him. I mean, the reality is that crypto does act like a roller coaster, and oftentimes it is a very speculative asset class. Now, at this point, I think Bitcoin in particular is a lot less speculative, but in terms of most cryptos, they are definitely speculative. However, just because something is speculative, it doesn't mean that it's a bad investment. If you sit back and look at life, nothing good comes without risk, especially if you want to get rich by investing. But now I do also want to provide you guys with an opportunity. So I have a private Discord through Patreon. And at the current moment, I have 3 different tiers: a general Discord / trader tier, an exclusive tier, and then a VIP tier. And there are many benefits to joining my Discord. For example, this is going to give you guys closer access to me, and you guys are going to be able to track the cryptos that I'm personally buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And just understand, a lot of these cryptos are microcap gems, less than 10 million in market cap. They're the kind of cryptos that could absolutely explode this bull run. Kind of like what Gary was talking about right here, a highly speculative asset class. He would absolutely lose his mind if he saw what we were investing in. However, there have been crazy gains to back it up. For example, in just the last month and a half, we have made 1,086% on AGI. Just to put this in perspective, if you invested $10,000, your $10,000 would be over $100,000 in a month and a half. You cannot make those kind of gains outside of crypto and outside of microcap gems, but the gains just go on and on. So if you guys get a chance, I recommend coming and checking them out. And if this does sound like something you guys might be interested in, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage, and it's also in the description of the video. I would love to have you guys in here. But now for the final part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. So this is Verasity on the daily time frame. And right after this, I'm also going to cover Bitcoin, and I'm going to be honest, both of these charts are very similar. So the reality is that we have gone parabolic, and now price action is trading way above all of the moving averages. And what you need to understand is that these moving averages typically work as magnets. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if price action starts to form some sort of a bull flag pattern. And while this bull flag fills out, the RSI and stochastics would start to reset. And then the 21-day moving average would start creeping up, and price action could get a bounce off of it as a support level. And we then could get another explosive move up. Now, to that same point, is it impossible for VRA to continue pumping? No, it is not. Especially if Bitcoin continues pumping, then I wouldn't be surprised if VRA also pumps. But purely from a technical analysis standpoint, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pullback, which could provide a much better entry if you guys missed out on this trade. But if you didn't miss out on this trade, congrats, because you guys probably made around 200% gains. And then also, right before I do go over Bitcoin, I want to go over the crypto fear and greed index. I just want you guys to understand that we were at 84, which is extreme greed. So why measure fear and greed? The crypto market behavior is very emotional. People tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in FOMO. Also, people often sell their coins in irrational reaction of seeing red numbers. With our fear and greed index, we try and save you from your own emotional overreactions. There are two simple assumptions. Extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a good buying opportunity. On the contrary, when investors are getting too greedy, that can mean the market is due for a correction. Now, given that we are at 84, obviously that is extreme greed. Now, similar to technical analysis, that doesn't mean that we are guaranteed to drop. But from my experience, this indicator is usually remotely accurate. So just don't delude yourself into thinking we will never have a pullback and we're just going to pump forever, because that is not the reality. But now if we go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, which is a larger time frame. As you can see, very similar to VRA, price action is trading way above all of the moving averages. And again, I cannot stress enough, typically these work as magnets. And if you look back through Bitcoin's history, we always come back and retest these moving averages. So I understand we just hit $70,000. It is very exciting in the crypto market. Yet to that point, if Bitcoin does actually retrace, it could provide an opportunity for altcoins to start running, which could be very fun for us. But also, as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So just understand, crypto is still an extremely volatile asset class. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how high do you guys think Verasity will go this bull run. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.